Sponsored by Kissling, Nestico, and Reddick. Heard in a car? Call KNR.
And myself, along with meteorologist Erica Page, we were out there on Tuesday. Rainy, cold, but today, picture perfect, not a cloud in the sky. Is this a precursor to what we may see this weekend?
It is, for at least part of the weekend. So that's kind of the good news for us. If you've got maybe some last-minute holiday shopping things you need to get done, I'd recommend doing really any of the outdoor activities on Saturday. By Sunday, it's not that Sunday's a bad day. It's just that you're going to be dealing with a little bit more rain across the area, though I will say temperatures will be warmer Sunday than where we will be tomorrow. But even tomorrow is going to feel vastly different from how today was. Next week features a lot more changes, and honestly, if you look at this upcoming week, you probably are going to say it looks a lot like what we just went through this last week, where we have that warm, rainy start to the work week, and then the more we get through it, the more that temperature starts to fall, and we bring back that talk of some snow possible in the forecast. That's exactly what we're going to see happen this next week, and it all comes as this weather pattern just stays very active. Right now, we're tracking an area of low pressure. It currently sits out across parts of southeastern Colorado into western Kansas, but you're going to eventually see the moisture building out ahead of it. You're starting to see some of that signal here. That's going to be the system that brings back rain chances for us by the time we get into your Sunday. Then you get a secondary round of moisture. That's still steading off the west coast, but it will eventually pile in, just kind of one after the other as we go through the next couple of days. So yes, tomorrow's a beautiful day. We get the sunshine to get the day started. Honestly, it's going to look a lot like how today was, but as we go through the day, a few more clouds start to build in. Temperatures tomorrow into the mid to upper 30s. We will be tracking some rain possible late Saturday night. So if you have evening plans before midnight, shouldn't run into too many issues. It's after midnight that rain really starts to work back in and will be a more consistent feature for us by Sunday, along with some breezier conditions, but that's what's helping to bring that temperature back into the lower 40s. Let's talk about this rain chance, because what you're going to notice as we go through your future view is temperatures across the eastern half of our viewing area are likely going to be near freezing or just a couple of degrees below as that rain starts to move in. Areas to the west, I do think will stay closer to about the mid-30s. So that brings up an issue where we may see a little bit of mixing out ahead that leading edge as this rain starts to move in. And I am kind of concerned that we may see some light icing possible east of 77 through the overnight hours Sunday or into Sunday morning. So keep that in mind. If you have to be out on the roads early Sunday and you're along and east of 77, this is where I'm going to be watching closely for that icing potential. The good news in this scenario is that temperatures are just going to keep warming. So even if we do see a light glaze of ice, you are going to see everything transition over to rain. What little bit of ice accumulated would quickly melt, and you're going to see that temperature recovering as we go through the day, battling just some of those on and off showers as we go through the rest of your Sunday. So keep that in mind. As we run you through your ice tracker, you are going to see kind of that favorable zone, some of the higher elevation areas of Geauga County into parts of Lake County, possibly even Ashtabula County before this system exits. And again, we warm up and it really doesn't become too much more of an issue for us. But this is what we're really going to be watching, I would say, the next 24 hours or so. Fine-tuning the forecast a little bit more. We'll just watch that new data coming in. Once we get into Monday, widespread showers work back in once again. Could hear a rumble of thunder just because that temperature is going to be warming back into the lower 50s. But that's your last opportunity to enjoy some of that warmer air before temperatures start to cool off by the end of this week. Right now, tracking a system snow possible Friday with some lingering lake effect impacts into next weekend to officially welcome in the winter season. Chris.